Welcome, hockey fans. Today we have a game between the Alexandria Cardinals and
you heard him, Northern Lakes Lightning, Pee Wee B2 taking on the Alexandria Grey. This is the third game of the districts. This is where we find out where we're seeding. The winner of this game will go on to the championship. Lightning looking to pull out a W here. And we're going to start off. Alex is going to win that first draw. They're going to push it back to their D. They're going to push it up to the neutral line. Unsure. Oh, clock not ready yet. Period 4 with 50 minutes. They're going to reset that back. So we'll start right back over. Now we got 15 minutes on the board. Lightning winning that draw this time. Pushing over from Kilmer to Dauber. Dauber's going to push it up. Intercepted along the red line by Alex. They're going to lift it up. Throw it deep. Dauber trying to get to it first. Battling off his Alexandria Grey player. Alexandria going to be pulling up. One out in front. Cleared away by Dauber last minute as it's sitting loose change. Nobody pushing the issue from the Lightning, but pass gets bounced off the stick. Maroney's going to keep some pressure. They're going to pass it from side to side. Horton's going to be rushing over towards it. Alexander trying to dump it in. Gets a good stick from Kilmer. Maroney's going to push it over to Kes. Sees Kes. They're going to take a shot. Saved by the Tendy. Clock's still running. Clock! This game we're going to want to take as much time as we're going to need. This is going to be a competitive game throughout the whole game, we hope. Last time we faced off at Alexander, we end up going into a sudden death with Daley, actually his first game, getting that tiebreaker win in overtime. Carr's going to be battling along the boards, and Alexander's going to take the succession on it. Loose pucks just almost mishandled in front of their own net. Horton keeping some pressure. Carr gets tripped up by Alexandria. Alexander finds a succession. Ani back on defense. Good pressure being kept by Lightning. Good pressure being kept away. Daley's going to be trying to outmaneuver. He's got Carr sitting in front, passes it up, neutral ice. Carr's got two, one right behind him. Good stick lift by Alexandria, but puck gets lost. And Carr's going to push it over Maroney. Maroney trying to find it, and good little bump from Alexandria to Horton. Knocked him off. Kes comes out, knocks Alexandria off the puck. Neutral ice discussion. Kes is going to find it. He's got two in front, one hot on the heels. Maroney out in front. Trying to wrap around. He's going to put one out just underneath the skates, and Horton tried to clean it up. And Alexander able to find it, skating out. Dauber and Kilmer back on defense. Kes coming up and keeping some pressure as well. Dauber trying to push him off to the corner. Kes is trying to push him off. Centering option. Good defense going on by Lightning. Kilmer's trying to get to it, but Alexandria picks it up first. Horton trying to get a stick lifted. Gets his player off the puck. And a good clear by the Lightning. And Alexandria's going to have to take up. They do so, and they're going to dump it deep in. Bouncing puck behind the net. Dauber's going to find it. Dauber's pushing it out. Gets past Alexandria. Carr trying to get to it. Good stick poke check away from Alexandria. But Carr's still going to find it, trying to maneuver. Good stick going on by Alexandria. It's a lighted up crowd here. Alexandria gets it poked away, but reclaims it. Carr's going to use the boards. Push it out. It's back to the neutral zone. Misinterpreted pass by Alexander is going to go deep. Alexander coming in. They're going to take their shot. They will put the first one in the board. Alexander gets the first. Clock is still, clock's still running. Gotta get a little quick on that trigger. Apologies on the yell there. They're going to ask for some more time. That's twice that the clock has been running, and this is going to be a competitive game. Again, winner of this game is going to go on to the championship game for first and second place. We'll see if they adjust the clock or they just had a discussion about making sure that they watch that. All right, ref's going to come back to play. Alexandria up. So Lightning down 0-1 at 11:24. Alexandria pushes it up to the neutral zone, misses their pass. Kilmer tries to get a stick on it, but a good bounce, and Horton's going to have to fight off for it in the corner.
Goal scored by Alexandria, number 18 from 36.
Loose puck out front. Piersen's going to cover. Clock still ran a couple more seconds. Alexandria pushing it back in the corner. They're going to try to dump it up. Oh, loose puck out in front of the slot. Fanned off a couple of Alexandrias. They saw an opportunity. Butcher trying to reach for it. Unable to get to it. Alexandria tries to dump it in. Dauber's trying to get it clear. And Butcher's going to find it along the boards. He's got Carr alongside of him. Trying to push it up the Carr, but a good stick from Alexandria in the neutral zone. Strips him away. Alexandria dumping it in deep, and that's going to be an offsides on Alexandria. Clock looks like it stopped there. Puck loose out in the neutral zone, dumped in by Alexandria. Around the boards, Evanson's going to be the first to get to it. He's trying to hit Butcher. Misses Butcher, but Daley tries to get a stick on it compared to Alexandria. Just blows a tire, and Alexandria's going to find it. Carr's battling it out. He pushes it up. Alexandria finds it. They get it out. Could have been an offsides, as I think Kes put the brakes on at the right amount of time. Had to dump it back in, but Alexandria's going to find it. Horton trying to get it around, but number 6, Perry, battling it out. There's a board battle. Maroney trying to find it. Ani trying to find it. Gets loose. Trying to push it up. And Evanson's going to find it. He's going to push it up to Maroney. Hits Maroney. And just mishandles it as he's entering the zone. And that's going to cause an offsides on the Northern Lakes Lightning. Kes winning it, pushing to Maroney. Maroney's going to push it back to Dauber. Dauber pushing it up. And nobody on the side. But Alexander misses the pass. Kilmer's going to find it. Tries dumping it in. He's going to continue battling along the boards. Kes that's sitting there. Alexander finding the succession. Maroney gets a good stick on it. Loose change. Loose puck still. Horton finds it along the boards, takes a shot, just rolls off the toe. Kes is going to find it. He's going to take a shot. Glove save and pushes it off to the side of the boards. Alexandria's going to be first to get to it. Kilmer's going to take a shot, just puts it a little too far in front of Kes. Good pressure being kept from Lightning, but Alexandria's going to find it along the boards, and they're going to be able to skate out with it. Maroney gets a good stick on it. Kes pushes it up to Maroney. Maroney's got 2 in front of him. Kes coming up alongside. Good pressure kept from Alexandria. It knocks him off the puck. Horton's going to take a shot. Just goes wide. And Alexandria finds it behind the net, and they're skating out with it. Good pressure. Good speed. Evanson and Dauber back on defense. They're going to take a shot. It looks like a hit off of Evanson. Centering option. Misses their pass. It gets over to Kes. Kes is going to find Carr as he comes off the bench. Carr's going to come up, one hot on the heels. He's going to pull one in. He ties it at 7:48. No, 7. No, 6. It's a clock that's running. I don't understand, but there we go. 7:43 will actually stop the clock instead of the 4 seconds. And Lightning's going to tie it up 1-1. We've probably lost about a half a minute on this game so far. We'll have to play back, but in the end, we hope it doesn't come into play. Battle going along the boards. Alexandria finds it. They're approaching. Oh, good stick on by Carr. Prevents that shot from getting off. He gets slammed into the boards. Battle's going on. He's battling it out. Daley's trying to get into it. Alexandria's going to take the succession. They try getting a centering pass, but good stick by Butcher. Strips him off. Loose puck. Alexandria picks it back up. They're trying to center it again. Daley's going to find it. He's going to skate out with it. Gets it past one player. Butcher's coming up alongside with him. Trying to push it up. Good stick from Alexandria. Looking for a centering option. Back to the... And Alexandria gets a clear. That's going to be an offsides on the Northern Lakes Lightning. Lightning only played Alexandria once on home ice. Again, end up being a tied game going into overtime with a win by, that's a high sticking, but not going to be called. Looked like anyway. Horton gets slammed into the boards again. A little Rubbins racing. Maroney's trying to push his man off the puck. Good battle. Horton's going to find the succession. Alexandria keeping his stick occupied, unable to get that shot off in time, goes in the corner. Alexandria pushes it up. They're able to get it out of the zone. Dauber's going to try pushing it up, but intercepted by Alexandria. Looking for a backhand, but good pressure by Horton keeps him off from hitting that puck. Trying to ring the boards. Maroney's trying to get to it first, but Alexandria gets a stick, tries to dump it up. Maroney's going to get a clear with Kilmer, and then Kes tries to strip it up in the neutral zone, but Alexandria finds it as well and strips Kes of it. Skate in front of the house with Kes trying to poke check it away. Alexandria hits their man right along the red line. Maroney's there, knocks it off. Horton pushes it up for Kes. Kes has one in front of him with one hot on the heels. He's going to wind up, take a shot, save with a cover with the tendy. 5:41 remaining, tied game 1-1 in the first period. Face-off battle on the boards, gets back to Evanson. He tries to put one up on net, but hits some bodies before it gets there. Alexandria trying to clear it, but gets intercepted by Daley. Still in the zone. Carr's keeping some good pressure. He's going to throw one up on the net. Save, and his own player trying to strip it away from the glove, but Tendy kept it covered. Alexandria battling along the boards. Butcher's trying to battle it. Carr comes over to play. Back to Evanson. Evanson's going to try pushing on Ani, but Ani misses the pass. Skating by a couple of them. Loose puck out in front, poked away by Piersen. Tried to take a shot, goes wide. Alexandria still having possession behind the net. Evanson keeping some good pressure. Trying to get his man off the puck. Tied up in the corner. Carr's going to come help him out. Alexandria just strips him. Good stick in front of by Ani, it looks like, or Carr. Puck goes high. Ringing the boards, hits Butcher. Butcher gets a clear. I think it might be either on net. Yep, it's going to have to be played. No icing. Trying to ring around. Good stick as Maroney comes out, but that's going to be an offsides just as we're trying to clear the zone as Kes came off the bench. Alexandria looking to change their lines, just as the Lightning changed up theirs. Maroney's going to dump it in deep. Goes over the net. Horton trying to battle it out. Kes is along with them. Horton's going to try kicking it out. Loose puck. Gets to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to dump it up. Just bounces over Maroney's stick. Alexander's going to get to it first. Kes keeps it in. Kes is going to be able to line up, take a shot. Save. Oh, another save. And looks like the net came off. Maroney taking a minute. Not sure if the excitement got to him or if he got knocked out. Looking to change out his legs real quick as Carr comes out for him. Carr trying to flip it up. Alexander didn't look like they're quite prepared for that shot, but gets a good clear, but Horton's going to push it back to Dauber. Dauber's going to push it over to Carr, but Alexander sees it, executes an interception. They're entering the zone. Dauber's going to try to get a clear. Kes gets it up to Carr. Carr pushes it by one. Alexander is coming in, takes a shot, just goes high, ring around the boards. Kilmer's going to have to get to it. He puts it back up in the corner, hits Carr, a little back and forth on the boards. Kilmer's going to find it, trying to put it backhand, but Alexander steps in front of it. Alexander skating back with it, dumping it up as they're looking to change out all their legs. 3 minutes and 9 seconds remain in the first period, tied game 1-1. Horton's going to try coming through. Good stick on in the neutral zone. Alexander's going to strip Horton from the puck. Good battle with Horton. Takes a shot, goes wide. Sitting behind the net, looking to try to shove one up front. Good opportunity from Alex, but missed their pass. Pass up from Butcher to Kes. Kes is going to dump it in. He's looking to change out his legs. Butcher keeping some good pressure. Daley comes in, tries to poke it away, but Alexander gets it clear. Soft puck goes through right in front of Piersen. Evanson's trying to battle it out, but Alexander's going to take the succession. They're going to look for something. No pressure from Lightning yet. Puts one out in front. Soft backhand. Still loose, gets knocked out to the corner. Oh! Maroney's going to find it. He's going to try pushing out. He missed the tip, and that's going to be an icing on Northern Lakes Lightning at 1:55. Carr, Kes, and Horton coming out. 1:55 remaining in the first. Tied game 1-1. Alexandria pushes it back to their defense. They take a pad save, another cleanup option. And great save by Piersen. Good pressure being kept by Alexandria. Good defense being kept by Lightning. But gets tossed over to the side, but then back to Alexander's D-line. They're going to try taking a shot, looking for a redirection. Piersen puts a stick on it. Dauber's going to try pushing around the boards, but Alexander there to intercept it. Carr's battling it. Alexander pushes it back to the blue line. Good step in front of it by Daley. Kes prevents that shot from getting in. Little battle. Carr's going to find it with Horton in the back of the net. Horton skating out with it. He's got Kes with him in front. Two defensive men from Alexandria. Passes it up to Kes right along the blue line. Kes loses it along the boards. He's trying to backhand it over to Horton. Battle. Horton trying to find it. Alexander trying to find it. Alexander does find it. They're going to skate out with it. They're going to dump it in, and that's going to be an icing on Alexandria with 56 seconds remaining in the first period. Carr wins the battle, trying to push it over Daley, but nobody's getting up to it. Sorry, to Butcher. Daley did find it. Lost puck. Daley's going to find it again. Tries to put it up, but Alexandria puts a stick on it. Evanson's trying to keep it in, but gets knocked loose. Lightning's going to clear. Butcher trying to push it up to Carr. And Alexandria's going to find it. Ani trying to keep some pressure. 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Shot goes, hits the back of the net, side of the net. Gets loose, and Carr's going to find it. Carr's going to toss it up. Little too much, and that's going to be an icing with 20 seconds remaining. Lightning going to be changing out their legs. Alexandria swapping a few of theirs as well. Lightning finds it, trying to skate it out. They do make it out. Maroney's going to try to get into it first. We got 12 seconds left. He's going to pick it up. He's going to throw one over to the corner. Kes looking for it. And that's going to be the end of the first period. Tied game 1-1. And the previous game jammed between the second and third, so after 2 periods of ice time, they're going to jam the ice again. So we are going to be on a Lake-style intermission as they jam the ice. Shots on goal tied up 8-8. The game's tied up 1-1. And we're going to take a brief intermission for about 10 to 15 minutes as they jam the ice. So grab your favorite snack, grab your favorite drink, and we'll be right back with you. All right, welcome back. Second period going to be underway here shortly. Again, tied game 1-1. Shots on goals are tied 8-8. Clean game so far, no penalties. Players are ready, refs are ready, attendees are in their nets. Let's play hockey. Alexandria wins that draw. They're breaking in. Kes keeping some pressure, forcing off Alexandria off to the board. Maroney trying to get it clear, does get it clear, and that's going to be an offsides on Alexandria. Just a little white beyond the blue line, and refs will go out dead. Alexandria puts a good stick on it in the neutral zone, knocks it off of Horton. Back to Ani. Ani's going to push it over to Kilmer. Evanson. Evanson's going to use the boards, push it up, tries to hit Maroney. Maroney fans off. Horton's trying to pick it up. Pressure being given by Kes. Kes is going to strip Alexandria away from it. Kes trying to keep some battle. Stripping away. Kilmer keeps it in. Back and forth along the boards. And Alexandria gets it clear. Good clear by Maroney just in the nick of time. Alexandria's going to push it up and hits their man at the blue line. Carr came out. He strips away Alexandria. Kilmer just blows a tire. Carr passing up to Butcher. Butcher gets up to Daley. Daley's got 2. Takes a shot. Shoulder save and pushed behind the net. Butcher trying to get to it first. Gets taken out behind the net. Carr's going to keep some pressure. Looks like a delayed penalty coming on for the Lightning. I think they're going to call Carr for something. No, Butcher. 1 for the playback at 13:27. Tripping going to be called. That's going to put us on an Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Heavy defense going to be expected here by the Lightning. Alexandria wins their draw, trying to push it back to the blue line. They're going to wind up, take a shot. Pad save by Piersen, cleared out. Trying to put it up again. Piersen without a stick. Carr acknowledges. Alexander fans on their pass. Kilmer gets it pushed out to the blue line. They're going to dump it in behind. Alexander pushes it up. They're going to take a shot, and they will put one in. Piersen without a stick. One in the box. Alexander executes their power play and puts number 2 on the board at 12:57. He's still on the board, but nobody in the box. Just not clearing it. Gets a good stick, pushes it back to Evanson. Evanson tried to push it up, gets the clear. Maroney's going to enter in. Skating in. He pushed it over, tries to hit Kes. Alexander trying to battle it out. Kes pushing it behind the net. Alexander's going to be first to get to it. They hit their man neutral ice. They hit Maroney, pushes it up. Kes trying to keep some pressure. Alexandria's going to have to pivot. Kes pokes it away. Maroney's going to try to get into it in the boards. He does get it. He's going to take a shot. Goes wide. Hits the side of the net. Alexandria loses it for a moment, but then getting back to the blue line. Evanson puts a stick on it, tries to push it up, but intercepted by Alexandria. Alexandria's going to dump it in deep. They're looking at changing out their forwards and defense at the same time. Horton picking it up. Fresh legs out from Alexandria. Alexandria's going to pick it up behind. And Alexandria will push one out in front and put it in. The crowd goes crazy for Alexandria as they are in the lead. Lightning falling too short, 1-3. Again, winner of this game heading off to the championship game. Daley finds it along the blue lines. He's coming in, gets tangled up.
We have Alexandria goal by number 32, assisted by number 7.
Alexandria going to pick it up, trying to get it clear. Kilmer gets a good stick on it along the boards. He's battling it out, pushes it out. Lightning keeping some pressure. Alexandria's going to strip it away. They're skating around the side with it. Carr's going to try putting a stick on it, dumping it in. Daley's sitting there. Sorry, Butcher. Butcher's going to be trying to strip it. Daley's going to come in, help the battle out. Carr sitting behind when it comes loose. Daley finds it. 3 in front. Shoots on goal. Stick pushes it off to behind the net. Alexander pushes it up along their boards. Good pressure being kept. Carr's going to try to maintain control, but Alexander gets a stick on it. Another stick on it from Kilmer. Carr just mishandles it. Trying to keep with it, Butcher does. And Alexander gets a clear. Nice soft toss as it looks like Alexander trying to swap out. Bash Dauber trying to pick it up. Alexander keeping some pressure. They're looking for a centering option. And Daley's going to find it. Trying to skate out. Hit some traffic from Alexandria. Daley trying to push it up. Lightning trying to clear out some legs. And Alexander strips it right along the red line. A little back and forth. Butcher's trying to dump it in. Does do so. A couple Lightning players rushing to the bench looking for a swap of legs. Maroney comes out as Alexander trying to get a clear. Maroney pushes it wide of the net. And a good clear from Alexandria. I don't think it's going to have enough sauce, and Horton's going to pick it up before any icing is going to happen. Alexander keeping some pressure, strips Horton from the puck. Loose puck, Kes is going to find it. Push it up to Maroney. Maroney out maneuvers one. Push it back over to Kes, just intercepted. Loose puck out front. Nobody there. Evanson keeps it in, pushes it deep. Kes finds it again after Horton touches it. Slow roller. Tendy pushes it away. Alexander's going to find it. They're going to push it over. Horton trying to play catch up. Evanson in front. Horton pushing off properly into the corner, tying up his man. Puck underneath some legs. Shot goes up and high over the net and into the netting for out of play.
Let's go!
8:44 remaining in the second period. Lightning down 1-3. Going to see a drop on the stick side of Piersen. Alexandria pushes it back to their blue line. They're going to take a shot. Goes high and wide. Hits the glass, bouncing back up. Kilmer trying to keep some pressure. Alexander trying to round the net. Passes it to their man over in the corner. Daley's keeping some pressure. Alexander still able to maintain control. A good poke away from Carr, but able to be found again. Looked like a shot hit the stick of Piersen. Skate of Piersen. Still a battle. Carr loses it, but finds it again with the skate. Carr's coming in hot, but he's got Alexander right on his heels. Carr getting pushed off into the corner. He has to get tossed off the puck. Alexander hits their man, trying to skate out. They were able to skate out, entering the zone. Takes a shot. Stick save. And Alex runs into Piersen, knocking the post off. .738 remaining. Stick drop, Piersen. Kes pushed it over to Maroney. Maroney getting tied up with Alexander. Maroney's going to ring the boards. He's got Evanson over there. Horton trying to keep some pressure from his man. Pass out front. Alexander's going to pick it up. They're pushing it back to the blue line. Pushing one up wide. Picked up by Horton. It's cleared. Maroney's going to have it. Pushed it up. Good turnaround by Alex just in the nick of time. They're going to be able to get a stick on it before Kes can get to it. They enter the zone, but keeping some pressure from the Lightning. But Alexander's going to put one up. Pad saved by Piersen. Pushes it off to the corner. Horton's going to find it. Just rolls off his stick. Lightning trying to fight it and battle with it, but Kes is going to find it. Good stick by Alexandra. They're going to try dumping it in, but Horton's sitting there. It's somewhere. They dump it in. Alexander's going to be first to get to it, looking for a centering option. Saved by Piersen. Good stick by Kes. He gets a clear, but into the hands of Alexandra. Shot hits the post from Alexandra. Puck underneath. Another centering option. Alexander just gets a weak push in. Piersen saved it. Kes tries to get it clear, and Alexander intercepts it. Sitting on the side, Ani's going to find it. He's going to push it away to the corner. Puck gets loose. Maroney's going to push it down for an icing, looking for some change of lines on the Lightning. Puck gonna get dropped, glove side of Piersen. Alexander wins that. And a little discussion around the corner. Butcher's gonna find it. Trying to get it on a stick. And Alexander finds it, puts a shot, goes wide. They're gonna be first to get to it. Kilmer's gonna keep some pressure. Alexander pushing it back to their blue line. They're gonna wind up taking a shot. Piersen tussle in front of the net. Parents calling for 16. Carr. But Alexandria wins that draw. They're trying to push one up net. 16's able to get it. Carr's able to get it. Just leaves it behind, and as Carr was on the other side, as he mishandled the puck upon entry, it's going to be an offsides for the Lightning. Refs having a little discussion, maybe on the Carr issue. Ref's going to call an offsides on that battle. Alexander wins the draw. They're coming in. Good stick. Unsure by who, but gets knocked over in the corner. Trying to hit Daley, but gets received by Alexander. A shot taken. Carr intercepts that. Hits off his pad. Cleared by the Lightning. Daley's trying to play catch up with Alexandra. Alexander hits their man right along the red line. They're going to dump it in. Oh, hits the ref. Dauber's going to be first to get to it. He's going to push over the Carr. Fresh Alexandra legs off the bench. Carr's going to try to outmaneuver a few of them. Good stick by Alexander, unable to clear him off. Good push over from Alexander, pushes Carr into the corner. Alexander able to find it. They're skating up. Dauber and Evanson back on defense. He splits the two of them. Pad saved by Piersen, cleared away. Alexander rings the boards. Missed a clear. Dauber tries to clear. Getting over the boards. Kes is going to try to get a clear, but Alexander is going to dump it back in. Dauber pushing it up. Butcher trying to clear out his legs as there was a pass right behind him. Alexander coming in. They're going to take a shot and puts it up over Piersen for number 4. Lightning 1, Alexandria 4 at 3:35 of the second.
Goal for Alexandria.
Alexandria goes from blue line to red line, hits their man. They're entering in. They're going to take another shot. They will put one more in. Alexander wins their draw. Horton trying to keep some pressure. Alexander crashes into the ref.
We have an Alexandria goal once again. Goal by number 12.
Alexander
by 95.
taking it up, around. No pressure being given by Lightning. They're going to look to put one out front. They hit their man, and shot on goal cleared away by Kilmer. Another shot, stick save by Piersen. Evanson trying to battle along the boards. Maroney gets it up. Kes is going to get out to the races, but Alexander first to pick it up. They pass it out of the zone. Good stick on from Horton, pushes away, but Alexander intercepts it. Good stick from Evanson. Alexander finds it again. They're going to break in. They're going to take a shot. Saved by Piersen, pushed off into the corner. Kes is going to try using the boards, push it up to Horton. Horton going to skate up with it. He pushes it up. Horton finds it underneath some skates. He throws one up, but it intercepted by Alexander before he could get there. Alexander pushes it up. Dauber's going to find it. Trying to push up the Carr, but intercepted by Alexandria. Pushed one up on net. Pushed away by Piersen. Dauber's going to try pushing it up to Butcher. Hits Butcher. Butcher hits Daley, but just bounces off his stick into the hands of Alexandria. They're going to put a soft one up behind the net. Takes a wicked bounce. Alexander is going to be first to get to it. They're going to push it back to their blue line. Taking another shot, hits off Butcher. Deflected away. Daley's going to pick it up. Daley off to the races. He's got one with him. Takes a shot, save. Push out front. And they will put one in. Tendy was trying to cover and reach, but unable to get there. And Lightning is going to put number 2 up on the board, closing that deficit 2-5 at a minute 12. Minute 12 remaining, 2-5. Alexander pushing it back and forth, hits their man neutral ice. They're going to have to dump it in.
Number 16, assisted by 26.
That's a goal by Carr with an assist by Daley. Dauber trying to clear it. Just gets past the stick of Dauber as he blows a tire. Pushed out. Maroney's going to pick it up along the boards. Battle. Maroney's going to take it. Trying the stick maneuver. Loose puck underneath. Alexander finds it. They're coming in the zone. Trying to pass it over. Misses their pass. Kes is going to have it. Tries to push it up, but Alexander's going to pick it up along the boards. Finds it again. Pushing it up. Alexander's still going to battle it. Dauber's battling out. Flying pucks everywhere. Horton's going to find it. And that's going to be the end of the second period. Shots on goal now starting to sway towards the Alexandria Grey at 23. Lightning's going to have 12 shots on goal. Again, Lightning falling short at the moment, 2-5. Did have one penalty earlier, Carver. third period ready to be played. Alexander's going to dump it in. Alexander finds it in the corner. Good stick by Evanson. He peels it away. Alexander trying to strip Daley away from it as well, but it gets passed over to Carr. Carr's got two in front of him, one in front of him, one behind him. Trying to take a shot. Pad save. And going to be picked up. Kes wins the draw, pushes it back to Maroney. Maroney's going to push it, just hits a pile of snow as it's not able to find his way over to Evanson. Alexander pushing it in. They're going to be first to get to it. Nope. Evanson trying to get to it as well. Horton's going to find it behind the net. Horton skating through. He's going to throw one up on net, and Tendy wants to cover it. Lightning going to be swapping out their full line. 14 minutes remaining in the third. Draw one by Carr. Butcher trying to battle it to try to do something. Three Cardinals right on top of them. Cardinals are going to find it. Kept in by Ani, but stripped it. On offsides on the Lightning. Alexander wins, pushes it back there deep, pushing it side to side, then back up, misses the pass. Dauber trying to get to it. Alexander still maintaining control. They're going to find it, they're going to take a shot. I think it hit the post. Got off to the corner. Pushes back to their D. They're going to take a shot, looking for a redirect. Alexander's going to grab it, trying to center it. Still up front, loose puck. Dauber's going to see it. Alexandria takes it out. Takes a shot. Ani steps in front of it. He pushes it aside for Butcher. Little battle out front. Hits the side of the post again. Looking to try to get it clear. Good stick on it from Alexandra. Daley's going to keep some pressure. Alexandra pushing it up. Lightning was trying to swap out some legs. Stick good from Maroney. Knocks Alexander off. Alexander trying to clear out some legs, trying to push up the Kes, but intercepted. Takes a shot. Pad saved by Piersen. Maroney and Kes trying to pass it along. Maroney gets a good skate on it, knocks it loose. He's going to dump it in deep. Past the red line this time. Horton's going to find it, throws one on net. Just hits on the other side. Trying to ring around, and Tendy's going to cover.
Let's go, boys!
11:56, third period. Lightning down 2-5. Puck gets back to Kilmer. Kilmer's going to dump it deep. Butcher trying to get to it. Alexander finds it along the boards. Carr's going to try maneuvering around, but Alexander gets it again. Kilmer keeping some pressure, but Alexander still maintaining control. Evanson's going to try stepping up, knocks the player off the puck. Wrapping his arms around Kilmer. Kilmer gets taken down. Looking for a centering option. Loose puck out in front of the slot. Carr's going to find it. He's going to get a soft toss out to clear it. They're going to call an icing as Cardinals gave up the skate effort, bringing it down for a stick-side drop on Piersen. Alexandria wins the draw. They're going to push it back to their D-line. They're going to take a shot, goes behind the net. Trying to clear it, rounds the boards back to the blue line. They're going to take another shot. Skate put down for Monty, stops it. Another shot, pad save. Trying to clean it up. Alexandria throws another one on net. Trying to get it cleared. Dauber's going to find it in the corner. Ringing around the boards again. Misses Kes. Gets back to Alexandria. Back and forth along the boards. Found. Horton's going to find it. He's going to skate out with it. He's got one right on front. Behind him. Two in front. He's got Maroney on side. Good poke check away by Alexandria. Lightning's going to push up. Alexandria trying to enter the zone. Good stick by Horton. Tries to prevent them from coming in, but they're still able to come in. Coach is calling for a hooking. No call. Puck is loose. 10 minutes of the game left. Lightning still down by 3. Cardinals maintain the possession along the boards. They hit their man. They take a shot. That was awfully close, but it went wide. Dauber's going to try to get in a clear. He does get a clear. Kes trying to keep some pressure. Alexandria outmaneuvering. They're going to pass it up. Hits their man around the red line. Good stick on from Carr. Knocks him off, but Alexandria's still able to pick it up in the neutral zone. They're going to enter the zone. They're going to try taking a shot. It's pushed away by Piersen. Got a clear. Alexandria doing the right thing, unable to enter the zone as they would have been offsides. Just gets through Dauber's stick. Carr says leave it behind. We're going to pick it up. He's got it. Carr and Daley discussing about who's going to take it out, and intercepted by the Cardinals right as we're coming into the zone. Kilmer comes off, tries to knock off the puck. Carr trying to push it up to Evanson, just missed. Cardinals push it back into their own zone. Daley's trying to get to it first. Good stick on from Maroney, gets knocked loose, but nobody able to grab it as Alexandria able to push it out.
Keep fighting, go!
Battle, Alexandria finds it, tries to dump it in, but gets off his stick and dumped back further in. Dauber trying to skate, Alexandria takes a shot as it got off of Dauber's stick. 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Lightning down by 3. Lightning trying to get it clear. Gets a skate off of Alexandria. Dauber gets a clear. Not enough oomph. Who wants it more? Alexandria's closer. They're going to pick it up. Using the boards. Hits their man right along the blue line. Horton tries to come in and poke it away. Kilmer sitting behind. Alexandria's going to dump it in deep. Trying to get a clear from Dauber to Kes, but Alexandria picks up along the blue line. Carr picking it up. trying to maneuver. Good stick by Alexander, sips him from the shot. Kes is going to pick it up. And shot on goal is covered by Alexandria's Tendi. Alexander taking the succession, they get a good clear. Evanson trying to push it back, but intercepted by Alexander. They're going to push it over to the other side. Ani sitting in front, forcing his man over to the corner. Alexander trying to dump it in. Maroney sees it, trying to ring the boards, but hits Alexander right at the blue line. They're trying to push it up. Nobody in front. Pushes it wide. Alexander misses. Kes gets a clear, forcing Alexander to take up, but they've already done so. Walk it in. Ani steps in front of it. Loose puck out in the front of the slot. They're going to take a shot, pad save. Still another shot can be taken, and Piersen's going to cover. Alexander looking for centering. They hit their man, but stick breaks up that shot. Another shot comes in, looking for some redirect shots, some skates. Goes wide. Good Alexander strips Dauber from it. Thrown to the side. Carr's going to try to look for it. He finds it, skates it out of the zone, trying to push it up, but Alexander gets a good stoppage on Carr. They pass it up. Just bounces off their skit. Kilmer tries to get a clear, but Alexander entered the zone, stopped it from clearing. Another attempt for a clear from Butcher, unable to do so. Daley runs into a wall of Alexandria right at the blue line. Takes a shot, goes wide. Under 6 minutes of game left with Lightning down by 3. Kilmer pushes it up to Butcher. Rough game. No penalties being called. Takes a shot, and they will put one up at 5:39 for number 6 from Alexandria. .539 remaining, Lightning down 2-6.
Goal by number 95 on Alexander.
Maroney gets a good stick on it. He's going to be first one to get to it. Maroney's going to try pushing it back. Hits Evanson. Evanson's trying to push one up. Loose puck out front. Kes trying to throw one up. Just goes wide. Alexander trying to pass it up. Hits their man right along the blue line. They're going to skate out with it. They throw one up. They're not going to call an icing. Little battle behind the net. Evanson trying to push it to Maroney, misses his mark. Alexander able to touch it, with icing being waved off. Lightning swapping out some legs, Alexander swapping out some legs. Under 5 minutes of game left, down by 4. Carr's going to pick it up neutral ice. Push it over to the side. Alexander dumps it in. Behind the net, Kilmer's going to pick it up, trying to ring the boards for Daley. Daley come in with it, outmaneuvers, just leaves it behind, and Carr trying to pick it up, dumps it up. Alexandria pushing it towards their man, hits Kilmer though on the back. He's gonna have to dump it in.
Who's there?
Come on, Lightning, go get him.
Lightning slowing up a little bit. Daley strips Alexander from it. Passes it over to Carr. Carr gonna push it back to Kilmer. Kilmer's gonna try pushing up to Daley. Butchers grabs it. He's gonna throw it up for Daley. Daley's gonna take a hard shot. Goes wide of the net. Alexander strips Kilmer from it. Maroney trying to get into it. Finds it. Maneuvers around one, but he's got 4 of them on there. As Lightning trying to swap out some legs. Hits Kes, but Kes gonna be outmaneuver. Kes trying to get to it. Takes a shot, goes behind the net. Horton tries to throw it out. Bouncing puck. Good saves by the Tendies and the defensive men of Alexandria as they're able to find it and skate out with it. Under 3 minutes of game time left. Alexander strips Horton. Ani blows a tire. Takes a shot. Ani steps in front of that one. Ani trying to clear, but Alexander picks it up in the corner. Horton intercepts the pass to Alexander, but a good stick from Alexander strips him, but he's going to find it back. He pushes it back to Kes. Kes is going to wind up. He will put one in. Closing the deficit a little bit more, but 3-6 with 2.5 minutes left. Alexandria winning that face-off. They're going to break into the zone. They're going to take a shot, pad save, push over the corner by Piersen.
Number 15, assisted by 21.
Battle of the 6 out in front of the net. It's going to be out in the corner. Dauber's trying to tie up his man. Carr's going to find it. Good pressure being kept from Alexandria. Loose puck. Alexandria's going to try to find it. They do find it. Skating up with the neutral zone. Dauber tries to poke away. They're going to take another shot. Oh, that's going to be blowing a tire. Piersen might have been in that mix of that. Piersen landed hard. Coach going to check him out. They are going to throw Kilmer up on the board. Tripping, hooking, interference, I'm not sure. Trainer came and checked on him. Coach checking on him as well. Shaking his head that he's good. Minute 33 remaining of the game. Trainer, refs, and coach having a conversation with him, making sure he's good. Timeout being called by the Lightning.
Timeout, Northern Lakes.
This intermission brought to you by Lakes Tile. Again, a minute 33 remaining of the game. Lightning down 3-6. With a penalty on the board with Kilmer in the box. It's going to be 4-on-5 hockey for the remainder of the game for the most part. Unsure at the moment what that conversation is looking like, but Lightning did call a timeout. Piersen skated over to the bench and is having a seat. Piersen stepping up. He's going to come back out and finish the game. All right, 4-on-5 hockey, heavy defense expected. Lightning trying to get it clear, gets back to the blue line. They're going to put a soft roller up. And Alexander trying to push one more in. Piersen having a couple saves.
We have the goal for Northern Lakes. Our penalty and then number 92 checking.
Clock continuing the run for a few more seconds. Try pushing it up. Alexander intercepts it right along the blue line. Kes is going to find it. Oh, sorry about that. Alexander gets a good stick on it, pushing it away from Kes and Daley. They're going to dump it in. Piersen comes off, putting an extra attacker, making it a 5-on-5 hockey. Gets it clear. Horton trying to strip it away, does strip it away. Horton coming in, good stick on by Alexander, knocks him off the puck. Daley just fans off of it. And Alexander clears it. Carr's gonna pick it up, hits a pile of snow. Alexander's gonna wind up taking a shot, 22 seconds. Horton hits Carr. Carr trying to outmaneuver, but just leaves it behind. Alexander's gonna try doing something with it as well. Carr gonna find it. 5 seconds left of the game. Outmaneuvers one more, and he will throw one in with 2 seconds left, but that will be the end of the game. Lightning falls short, 4-6. against Alexandria Grey. A good competitive game. Shots on goal, 36 for Alexandria, 17 for the Northern Lakes Lightning. Alexandria will go on to face Detroit Lakes for the championship game. Northern Lakes Lightning will be battling, I believe, for 5th and 6th place. I'm unsure of what time that game is going to be at, as on the schedule it says 5th and 6th will be 11 o'clock, but I believe district rules says we need to have 2 hours of rest between. So as soon as we know more about what time Lightning will be playing next, we'll update Facebook, and we'll be live for that game as well. We'll stay live until the ice clears. Sadly, there's a winner and loser for every game, especially in districts. No ends and ties. Always, thanks for tuning in. We'll be live, I don't know when. Next game.